Be the kind of energy that you'd like to surround you every day. Right? Be that kind of vibe. Welcome to the Real Talk podcast with Brodola. Right? It's an exciting time of the year. Like, for real, I can't believe that it's already the fourth week of 2022. Like, when did the year start? Oh my god, like, for real, like, it's amazing that it's even 2022 at all, because I'm looking back and I literally can remember almost everything that happened in March last year. I can't remember almost everything that happened afterwards, and everything just seems like like right. But I'm like, oh my goodness, it's almost 12 months, like, and it almost feels like it's just 12 days, right? Anyways, have you been good? Have you been good? Right? Have you been good? How have you been good? It's two different things. I guess you can figure that out, right? Anyway, so I wanted to share a bit about people always complain about what they accept. It's amazing. Should I call this a rant? Like, it's what you accept that will work for you or will work against you. I don't even know. Like, for real, if you accept all manners of energies in your space, like toxic energy in your space, then you shouldn't be surprised or bewildered that that's all you're getting. Like, for real, like, for real, right? So for me, it's been and because this is me on a podcast, like, this is me talking to you, I can only use myself as an example. For me, it's been day after day, reminding myself of the kind of person that I want to be, of the kind of person that I like to be with, of the kind of people that I like to surround myself with. And I know that for me to get to that place where these are the kind of people that I want, people that are awesome, people that speak love, that speak joy, people that are positive, people that are, that only see the good. They only see the good in you. They will see your faults, but talk to you about how you can be better at the good things that you do and how you can soften those weaknesses in you. I surround myself with people like that. I also know that to have those kind of people around me, I need to aspire to be more. It's just fact. It would be evil, like very evil, for me to want to be at the base level and then want to be surrounded by people at the highest level, at the zenith. That would be like evil, right? And that's what most of us want. We will say, that's just how I am, that's how I have been. Oh crap, grow up. It's like I've been waiting to say that forever. Yeah, just grow up. Like they say getting old, you have no choice about that. Growing up, yeah, you have a part to play in that. So yes, just grow up. If you want something good, you have to basically work for that kind of energy. It's not gonna jump on you like that, right? If you have any toxic traits, you have to deal with them. Frankly, that's what it is. Like, whether you would admit it or not, that's your problem. Like, but there's no way you would work at it if you don't admit that first you have a problem. If you don't admit that you have a back pain, there's no way you would want to figure out how to reduce the back pain, or just generally just deal with it such that it's no longer there. It's not going to happen. So if you don't admit to yourself that this is an area that I have a deficiency, it would most likely be impossible for you to want to work at it. I'm going to give a very clear example. A Sunday I was I was moving the car. I don't say driving because I'm not sure I really like driving anymore. So it's not pleasurable for me. It's just moving the car. Oh my goodness! And we had gone to an estate where all those protocol things to get into the place is there, and then we got in, and then we were going out, and then one of the security guards has said, where are you coming from? And then I had answered, right, I said where we were coming from, and then he asked again, do you live here or you came to visit? And then for like a microsecond my brain was in shutdown, because I'm like, I just told where I'm coming from, right? If you are not familiar with me, it probably means that I don't. Again, maybe the way I think is a little too volatile. Yeah, but and then in during this conversation I realized that, and I didn't realize that the lady who sat beside me said something that, okay, the guard had said something about, oh God, we're not fighting you, we know they fight, or something like that, and I'd responded, oh, I'm not fighting you because this is your job, right? But I when she now said something about, you see, that because she had mentioned about the fact that my face changes when my face was changing a lot, and I think I've heard that before, but I'd not particularly paid any attention to it. And I know that I can be very expressionable. Like, you can read my discomfort, my happiness on my face, literally, like for real. And I realized that even though I wasn't upset with this guard, right, with this security man, what had come to my face, or what shone on my face, was that I wasn't pleased. Of course, I wasn't pleased asking that kind of question, but that I was in an angry mood, or an upset mood, because of the things that he has said, which wasn't true, because I didn't feel that I was upset. I just felt maybe slight irritation. But again, why would that jump to my face? Why would it be something that was obvious? So I now know that this is something I have to work on. I have to pay particular attention to my facial expression, and that's not just my facial expression, because there's some things you can't deal with. It means that I have to pay attention to how my emotions jump up or jump around, especially in places where, among people who are not familiar with me and who cannot tell if it's just me or if it's them. You get it? So and that's just this Sunday. That's just 2 days ago. Right, I got that. This is something I have to work on, and if you know me, you know that I'm not a young man. Like, I'm a young man-ish. So I'm saying I'm not that young to just be finding out that this is something that I have to do. So it's every day that we need to touch ourselves, figure it out, the things that we need to improve at. Right, so I was talking to someone last night, and then at what he does, he was saying that he doesn't think that so yeah, we were talking about how people mistreat people who are in the entertainment industry, especially the models, how they talk to them brashly, how they just generally just disrespect them and don't accord them the courtesy of being a human being, right? And he was he's also in the entertainment industry, and he was like, he doesn't think that he does that. I'm like, you'll never know if you don't ask people that you work with, if you don't ask them. And he said, how do I? And I'm like, it's not something that should be a big deal. It's just during the break time or during downtime, hey, how far? How's it been today? Is there something that you need? Is there something I can help you with? How about my communication today? Did you guys get what I was saying? If you do that well enough, they see your pure intentions. They see that it's because you want to go, not because you want to hold them, hold whatever they say to you and keep it and use it against them. Eventually, you begin to hear them say stuff about how it is that you said something to them that they didn't like, what it is they said to them that they felt you could have said differently, and that feedback, those are the things that make us better. If you don't get any feedback, for honestly, how do you want to grow? How do you want to become better? Nobody's telling you about things that you can't see about yourself, right? Things you can't you can't decipher about what's happening with you. And people are, it's easy for sometimes for people who are outside of you to say this is wrong with you, or this is maybe not this is wrong with you, or these are the things that I'm seeing that I really understand, or if you don't do this, maybe you'll be. And those are the feedback that helps us to be better, right? Yeah. So and I believe that in growing better, in getting better, and growing up, right, in these areas, we begin to draw to ourselves the kind of people who also want to be better. We surround ourselves with people. If you want more joy, you find yourself be surrounded by people who have joy, right? You don't want any stress in your life. You'll be watching horror movie. I don't know. I don't have anything against horror movie. Please don't come at me. You'll be watching stuff that just presses your mind and leaves you in a very sad state, right? So really, you want something, go get it. This 2022, make sure that it's the best year you've had yet in terms of your emotions and your well-being, right? You want good energy, be that good energy, be that kind of good energy that draws more of that good energy to you, period. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. What else do I want to say? Just be that kind of vibe that you want around you, period. Thank you very much for listening to my rant. Oh my god, thank you very much for the feedback from the last episode of the Real Talk podcast. I really enjoy reading the feedback. I try to see how I can incorporate as much of it into a subsequent podcast. Thank you so very much for being there for me. Gosh, I feel emotional. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the other side. Ciao, ciao.